Good morning, students. Let us start today's online class. Today I am going to take once more novel The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. Lesson number 16, and the name of the chapter is The Magic Art of the Great Humbug. Humbug means what is here? We have to see here, and this word's meaning will come out from the chapter. Till then, students, you have to try to find out also what is the meaning of humbug, and this one word also given in the chapter, and already meaning will come out from the explanation of this chapter. So, what do you think the word humbug means? There is given here. I am taking first para, students, and you open book, moves your finger with lines so that you can be able to understand properly. Next morning the scarecrow said to his friends, congratulate me, I'm going to Oz to get my brains at last. When I return, I shall be as other men are. Here means next morning the scarecrow said to his friend. Friends means Dorothy, Lion, and Tin Woodman, Toto, and all the creatures were the means creatures we can say, or we can say friends of the scarecrow. And scarecrow asked them to congratulate him. What was the reason behind it? He further said that he was going to the Oz to get his brain. He wanted to get his brain at last. When he would return, means he further said to him, when he would return from him, he also would be as other men are. Means as the other men are here, likewise same kind he would be the person here among them, because he had no brain, but after getting brain he would be same like common people. Next I'm taking next line also. He went to the throne room where he rapped upon the door. Come in, said Oz. Means as soon as he went to the throne room, he opened the door. Rapped means strike with a series of rapid audible blows. Means he knocked at the door so that he could go inside. On it, after listening the knocking at the door, the Oz said, come in. Means he asked him to go into the room. The scarecrow went in and found the little man sitting down by the window, engaged in deep thought. Means as soon as scarecrow went inside the room, he found that a little man was sitting. Little man was sitting down by the window, beside the window, and he was engaged in a deep thought. Means he was thinking very deeply. I have come for my brains, remarked the scarecrow a little uneasily. Means a little bit he became uneasy, and asked scarecrow to the Oz that he had come for his brain. Oh, yeah, sit down in that chair, please, replied Oz. You must excuse me for taking your head off. Means what is here? Oh, yeah, sit down in that chair, please. Oz asked the scarecrow to sit in the chair, in that chair, and replied. Oz said to the scarecrow later on, you must excuse me for taking your head off. Means he said to the scarecrow that he had to take his head off his body so that he could put a brain in his head. That's all right, said the scarecrow. You are quite welcome to take my head off. Means a scarecrow very happily said to this oz that yes, it was very nice. He could take the he was quite welcome to take his head off his body, as long as it will be a better one when you put it one on again. Means Scarecrow said to the Oz that as soon as he could complete the work of brain, he could put that head again on his body. Means he permitted completely. So the wizard unfastened his head and emptied out the extra. So the wizard unfastened his head from his body and emptied out extra whatever extra was filled in his head. Then he entered the back room and took up Bran. And then Oz went inside, or means entered in the back room and took up a bran. Bran means you know what is pieces of grain husk separated from the floor after milling. Means whatever things we while we make a floor and we take out the husk from the floor, so that the same thing he took out and filled it also. He filled what is here, what did he do, which he mixed with a great many pins and needles, and that bran in that bran he mixed many pins and needles, having shaken them together thoroughly, and very clearly he shaken them, these needles and pins in that bran. He filled the top of the scarecrow's head with the mixture. Then he filled these needles and pins mixture with the bran, and what is here, he filled in the top to the top of the scarecrow head with that mixture. Means so all whatever mixture he prepared there, that mixture he filled in the scarecrow's head. Next number I am taking, when he had fastened the scarecrow's head on his body, again he said to him, hereafter you will be a great man, for I have given you a lot of brand new brains. Means what is here? When he had fastened the scarecrow's head on his body, again he said to him. He means Oz, him means scarecrow. Means when Oz had fastened the scarecrow's head on his body, he means Oz said to the scarecrow that hereafter, means from that moment, you will be a great man. Means he would be a great man. He would be a great man, for I have given you a lot of brand new brains. For that, for why? Because he had given him a lot of brand new brains. Means he had a brand new brains, that is why he would be a great person from that moment. Next line also. The scarecrow was both pleased and proud and returned to his friends. Means when scarecrow heard such words of the Oz, he was both pleased and proud, and then he returned to his friends. Why are those needles and pins sticking out of your head? Asked the Tin Woodman. Then Tin Woodman asked that why his head having a needles and pins which are sticking out, coming out from his head. And the Tin Woodman asked, now that is proof that he is sharp, remarked the lion. And on it, lion remarked, given his opinion that these needles and pins are the mark, which are the proof that scarecrow mind is very sharp. Well, I must go to Oz and get my heart. After that, Tin Woodman said that he also would go to the Oz and he would also get his heart. Said the Tin Woodman. He walked to the throne room and knocked at the door. Then Tin Woodman also went inside the throne room and he knocked at the door. Come in, called Oz. On it, Oz asked him to come in. I shall have to cut a hole in your breast so I can put your heart in the right place. I hope it won't hurt you. And then also, what is Oz said to the Tin Woodman that he had to cut the hole, means cut a hole in his breast so he could put his heart in a right place. If he is doing so, then he could put his heart in a right place. And I means Oz hoped it won't hurt you. And Oz said to the Tin Woodman that it would not hurt him. Oh no, answered the woodman. And then Tin Woodman answered that no, there would be no pain. I shall not feel it at all. And he said that he would not feel it at all. He could do that. So Oz brought a pair of tinsmith's shears. So Oz brought a pair of tinsmith shear. Shear means a cutting instrument which two blades move past each other. Means there are two blades run in it, and cut a small square hole in the left side of the Tin Woodman's breast. And the left side of the Tin Wood breast, he cut a square hole in his breast, left side of the breast. Then he took a pretty heart. Made entirely of silk and sawdust. And that heart was made of completely silk and sawdust. Sawdust means the dust which come out after the cutting a wooden pieces in the saw mill. He put the heart in the woodman's breast and replaced the square of tin. Means what is here? Then Oz put the heart in the woodsman's breast and replaced the square of tin so that it could close, soldering it neatly together, and then put a building so that it do not come out from its place. So in this way, he means Tin Woodman also got a heart. The Tin Woodman went back to his friends, who wished him every joy and on account of his good fortune. And then as soon as the Tin Woodman reached to his friends, they also wished him every joy on account of his good fortune, because he had got a good fortune and he got a heart. The lion now walked to the throne room and knocked at the door. Means the lion also was very eager to go to the Oz, so he also went to the throne room and knocked at the door. Come in, Oz, said Oz, and Oz said that he could also come. I have come for my courage, announced the lion. And then lion announced for his courage. Very well, answered the little man. Then little man answered that, okay, very well, I will get it for you. Means the courage will come in him. he said to the Miss Oz said to the lion. He went to a cupboard and reaching up to a high shelf took down a square green bottle. Means what is here? Oz went to the cupboard and reaching up a high shelf took down a square green bottle. Means it was a square green bottle, and the contents of which he poured into a green gold dish. And there was a content, means whatever things was present in that bottle he poured into a green gold dish. There was a placing this before the cowardly lion. The wizard said, drink, and then placed before the lion that gold dish, and asked that the lion had to drink that. What is it? Asked the lion. On it, lion asked, what was that? What was that? Well, answered Oz, and okay, and Oz answered, if it were inside of you, it would be courage. And then he answered that if it would be inside his body, it would be his courage. Therefore, I advise you to drink it as soon as possible. So that he advised him that if he want, and he had to drink as soon as was possible. The lion drank till the dish was empty. So the lion started drinking to that contents and dish till the dish was empty. How do you feel now? Asked Oz. Then Oz asked that how did he feel? Full of courage, replied the lion. And on it, lion replied that full of courage. Okay, Oz smiled, and Oz started smiling at him. Now it would take more than imagination to carry Dorothy back to Kansas. Now it would take more than imagination, means whatever he did not imagine, like this power he could make, and he could take the Dorothy turn back to the Kansas. And I am sure I don't know how it can be done, Oz thought. Oz started thinking that he did not know how he would do that, and how the lion could carry her to the Kansas. He did not know about this, but the courage of the lion could carry the Dorothy and to the Kansas. Okay, student, this is the story of this lesson, and next lecture we will discuss about next things, a question answer. Till then, goodbye.